Come on, babe, we need to get this video done before I get high and I start acting wild.
I'm high. Yeah, already.
We're just smoking a blunt with all the windows open.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel. Or if you are new here, welcome to my channel or whatever. So for today's video, obviously you guys see I have my little peanut head, Gabriel. Mi pinche novio están aquí conmigo. Oh, did I say that right or no?
Look at you.
Did I say that right or no?
Yeah.
I have my boyfriend along the side with me, and today we're gonna be doing a little story time because I haven't done a story time in forever. So I was like, you know what, babe, we need to do a story time. We got some juicy stories, especially since we moved into this apartment. Like, if you guys are new here, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, and most importantly, please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and to leave a comment down below. So without further ado, should we hop into the story time, babe?
Let's do it.
Should we spill some cheese, man? You think they're ready for the tea? Speaking of tea, well, we gotta grab our tea. We're gonna go grab our tea, so y'all need to get up right now and go get your tea. So let's grab our tea. We both have to snap at the same time though to get the tea to just appear in our hand.
Okay.
1, 2. Voila! We got us a little Kool-Aid jammers or whatever. Hopefully you got your tea and some snacks maybe. Let's get on to this video. Guys, this story time is about... So this story time is basically about like our wild neighbors. I'm just kidding, they're not wild. They're just...
Weird.
Then again, no, because then again, we're weird, but then it's like, they're just, I don't want to,
I feel like they have issues.
Like, the word racist is a really, like, strong word. I wouldn't want to pin that on anybody, because that's just, you know, a strong word and a strong allegation to pin on someone. I would hope, you know, they're not, but they just, you know, are, well, you're gonna know, and you'll just have your own opinion.
You'll have your judgment.
You'll have your own opinion. So, unfortunately, this all happened, yes, the first day we moved. Like, literally, we were moving in.
Like, literally hours within moving, like.
Not even. It was like around 5 something, like 5 o'clock, and we were moving and stuff, you guys. And so before we even moved in here, we came and we got to see the apartment, and we noticed one of our neighbors had like a hat that said Make America Great Again, whatever. So one of them hats. So me personally, I was just like, because it's funny, because this was a time when I was posting stuff on Instagram like F Donald Trump and all that. So I was like, with my luck, but personally I was like, shh, I want to learn Spanish now even more. So we were just like, okay, whatever. And we actually did have a conversation about it, and we're like, but then we're like, you know what, whatever happens. Like, we don't even know which unit they're in, whatever. Like, we don't know the people, we can't judge them just off of what we see. So with our luck, they ended up being literally our next door neighbors, like literally our next door neighbors. So the day we were moving in, we had came with a big old U-Haul, and we're putting stuff up, whatever. I think this was like our second trip. One of the last ones.
Because we only did like 2 trips, remember?
Yeah, okay, so it was barely the second trip, you guys. And we're taking stuff up, whatever, and where I live, we have stairs. Like, it's not no elevator, it's not like, it's just stairs. So we're taking all the stuff up through in the stairs. Obviously we're gonna make noise, like it's gonna hit walls, it's gonna, you know, make noise like we're moving in. But we didn't think nothing of it, because we're like, okay, it's barely 5 o'clock, like we're just moving in, like, you know, we're happy, we're excited, we're like, we got our apartment, it's cute, we love it. We're just casually moving in and whatever, and did stuff in. So I had went back down downstairs to get more stuff, and this is where Gabriel's gonna take over, because I wasn't here for this.
So when I left, literally the next door neighbor opened like the door to peep in it. Like, you could tell somebody was peeping the door. And then we were like, okay, that's weird. So we were like, okay, whatever, that's weird, creeps. And then you guys were coming up. And
then this is when me and Adilena were coming up. So Adilena and Brenna were here with us at the time because they were helping us move. Shout out to them. Me and Addy were walking up, and they were telling us like, oh, what happened and stuff. So we're like, what? And as we're walking up, they're like going down still, but we're like wanting to hurry up and get everything up. So we're still like yelling on the third floor from the first floor, like, of what happened. Gabriel's cousin Arilene was talking to him. Well, she thought she was talking to him. At first they were talking about, as I was saying, you know how we're going up the stairs. Basically, they were telling us a story as they were walking and we were going up. So Arilene thought she was still talking to Gabriel. So I don't know what. So apparently, like, that neighbor, he came out and he was like, what? Like, Arilene was, they were telling us what happened and stuff as we're walking, and we're like, what? And then he had said something like, what? And we're like, huh? And Addie thought it was him. Arilene thought that it was Gabriel, so she continued talking to him, and he came down the stairs, and we were just like, what? And he was like, you, and literally what he said was, you guys are being loud, you need to keep it down, my dogs are barking, you guys are making my dogs bark. And I literally looked at Arilene and I was like, what? I literally was like, what? And I'm like, are you for real? We're moving in, like, welcome, neighbor. Literally, that's how it was. I was like, ew, like, literally. Welcome to you then. And he went inside, and then I was like, ew. And literally right away, like, my mood, like, I was excited because I finally was moving in, and I was excited because we were moving in and stuff. So that, like, just got snatched, and I was like, ew, we're gonna have drama, we're gonna have problems. So I already got in some type of funk, and I was like, no, like, this is not it. Like, no, chief, this is not it.
We weren't doing anything, guys, so obviously we're like, what, you tripping, like, calm down, like,
we're literally moving in, it's barely 5 o'clock, like, it's not even, the leasing office wasn't even closed. That's how it was, like what?
5 in the afternoon, 4 or 5 in the afternoon, it was like, what, calm down, sir. And then Chris was saying that, oh, because he smelled like alcohol, huh?
When I walked by him as he was talking before he went in his house, I passed him and I smelled like beer, and I was like, and me, I don't care. Right away, I was like, ew, it smells like alcohol. Like, I mentioned, when all this was going down, the neighbor across the way came out, and I asked her, I was like, hey, are we being loud? And the first thing she said, she was like, oh, no, like, I'm not complaining. And I was like, I know, but I was like, I'm asking you a question, are we being loud? And she was like, no. And I literally looked at both of them and I rolled my eyes and I was like, whoa, so much for a warm welcoming, and closed my door. And I was like, ugh. And literally I was just like, ew, like, I want to move already. Like, it literally just like killed it. So we're like, you know what, we're not gonna let this affect it, whatever. So
we kept moving, like, whatever. And then at one point I was coming down the stairs, walking up the stairs, so he was coming down. On the phone, he was like, yeah, I tried not to, but I had to. And we're like
stating like, yeah, I didn't want to say anything, but I had to, like. So we're already, like, as more, like, I was already, like, mad. So as more stuff is coming in, it's just beating to the bush. So I'm like, no, like, don't try me, like, I'm not the one, period. So we were just like, whatever. So a few days go by and we hadn't seen them since then. Like, in a way, I kind of felt like they were avoiding us, and now I could say, like, they act like they're scared of us. Like, if we're, I don't know, but I don't know. They just do weird. Like, they make us, if anything, they're making me feel comfortable, but y'all be the judge of that. So, like, a few days later, we're walking our children and we see the lady that lives next door with him, because it's a couple and 2 kids, 3, 4 kids, I don't know, in a 1-bedroom. That's not my business. Hey, that's not my business. So we're walking the kids and we're literally walking on the trail, about to, like, turn and go into our apartments. And on the other side, she walks, like, and hits the corner, and we're not as far. I would say we're like we see each other, and she literally, like, her dogs were walking this way and she was grabbing them, like, scared, like, she seen us and she was like, oh my god, I need to go inside. And we're literally walking, I'm just walking there, like, what
pulled her dogs around the corner and went back inside.
Like if we put fear in her heart. And I was just like, okay, ew. I kind of got like an ugly vibe, because I'm like, ew, like, what? Like, what are we doing? We're not doing anything. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to pay them no attention, no mind. We've been only living in this apartment barely. It's going to be 3 months now. So out of that 3 months, so it's kind of like rare we see them. I feel like they're trying to avoid us for some ways. I don't know, just the vibe's weird. So one thing I dislike about these apartments is, like, when you're walking in, like, you can hear everyone's conversation. Not like, unless you're in your apartment and it's empty, you could hear everybody. But, like, I don't know, I just dislike, like, the hearing. I'm just over apartments already.
It's very thin.
I'm literally paying as much I can be paying for a house. So I'm just like, ugh, I'm over apartments. Like, I just need my privacy. So there was one time we were walking our dogs and we were coming up the stairs and they were coming down with their dogs, and we're literally coming up and they literally, like, there's 4 sets of stairs, like, you know, like going up, going that way, going like whatever. So we see like people coming, and we know like our neighbors already, and they're coming down, and they literally run back upstairs and go inside.
Literally.
And we're just like, what? And keep in mind, we've been living here for 3 months already, so we're just like, what? Like, do we put fear in these people's hearts? Like, what is the problem? What is the issue? Because if there's an issue, please address it, because like, you get me? Like, I don't want to, because it's gotten to the point where I'm feeling uncomfortable. Like, I'm like, okay, like, what are these people capable of doing or trying to do? Like, I be here by myself all the time. Like, I just no, like, I don't play, period. Like, other thing we notice is their dogs are literally like, they try to attack us every time they see us. Like, they'll be walking, there's other times like we've seen them from a distance, and their dog, or like we've seen them barely going out, and their dogs are literally like trying to run at us, and we're just there like, LOL, what? Like, they're like, whoa, 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 whoa. And they can barely control them, and we're like, ew.
But you know what they say, dogs are like their owners.
And that's the real tea. Be in the video. Oh, my baby wants to be in your video. Hi, mama. Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all gotta chill. We working. Y'all gotta chill. Okay, y'all gotta chill. Hey guys, that's not even the only crazy stories. Like, that's not even a crazy story, because it's like multiple events, and I'm just like, dang, we're not even 3 months in. Image like how much more stories we're gonna have. But so much has happened besides that situation. But we're gonna save that for another video. So comment down below if y'all wanna hear about that situation, because in my eyes that was a crime. But I don't know. I ain't a snitch. That's all I'm gonna say. So I mind my business, but legally. So you guys, that's all we're gonna say for today. Pray for us. Keep us in your prayers. Hopefully we don't end up, you know, getting into some stuff we don't need to get into. But at the end of the day, I'm grown. Like, I don't have time for that. Like, I'll just pepper spray you, tase you, and go about my day. Like, as long as you get me, I know my rights. I know what to do. I know I really read vibes well, and I just am a person that trusts my gut feeling. And usually half of the time I'm right. So that's why I'm just like, I don't know. But you guys, we're gonna keep you guys updated. So that is gonna be all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, remember to always stay classy,
never trashy,
and just the little nasty. Fatty Chris loves you,
and I love you,
and I love you too, Papicito. And I love all of our kids.
Oh, look at he's trying to drink it. Campus,
And I even love the haters that still give me that view.